we are on the mission of finding this redtail catfish. We are finding literally everything except for this redtail catfish. Look at this little guy. We finally found the baby redtail catfish, and they are freaking tiny. Look how tiny this baby redtail is. What is going on, fellas? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be getting a brand new fish for my 150-gallon mini monster fish tank, and the fish we're going to be getting is a baby redtail catfish. Some of you might already know that I already have two baby redtail catfish, but they're both leucistic, and I do not have a regular colored one. And what is encouraging me to get a regular colored redtail is I posted a video on Instagram and TikTok on this fish tank, and it got around 5 million views between the two platforms, and the comments were absolutely flooded with people telling me that I should get a baby redtail catfish to add to this tank. So that is exactly what we're going to be doing in today's video, so make sure to stay tuned. But before we can actually go out and get the catfish, we got to do a little bit of maintenance on the fish tank. There's some algae growth on the front that we got to get rid of, and the plants are growing like crazy, so we got to trim those up, and then we should be good to go. Last time I was cleaning the algae off the glass, I was using a sponge, and a piece of sand got in between the sponge and the glass, and it kind of scratched up the glass a little bit. So this time I'm going to be trying to use this box cutter, and hopefully I don't scratch up the glass. I finished cleaning the tank. I got all the algae scraped off the front of the glass, and I trimmed up the plants and replanted them. But there is this purple algae stuff growing on the wood and some of the plants. I don't exactly know what that is, so I gotta figure out how to remove it. Other than that though, all the fish are doing amazing. We got Mr. Sturgeon right here, active as always. Then we got the tarpon. Finally got him eating pellets, so he's finally starting to get some size on him. We also got the alligator gar up here. He also eats a ton of pellets, so he's growing nicely. And then of course we got the baby Lima shovelnose catfish just chilling down over there. But now it is time to go and get the baby redtail catfish. Alright guys, we're at the fish store. It might be a little loud because of all the filtration and stuff, but let's see if we can find this baby redtail catfish. Hopefully they actually have one. Usually every time I come here they have baby redtails, so hopefully we could actually find something today. We got some bysters right here. Those are pretty cool. We might have to add one of those one day. There's some baby arowanas. I definitely want to get one of those in the future, but for right now, we are on the mission of finding this redtail catfish. And I cannot find it. The store is huge. Look at this place. It's humongous. Look at these peacock bass over here. These are pretty cool. Ooh. Look at this African tigerfish. Also another cool fish. I missed the old one that we used to have. It sadly passed away though. We are finding literally everything except for this redtail catfish. Look at this little guy. A baby Magoo puffer. Alright guys, we finally found the baby redtail catfish, and they're freaking tiny. They're pretty much the perfect size to where they can't eat any of the other fish in there. So we're definitely gonna pick one of these guys up. They are absolutely microscopic. It's kind of hard to see them. Alright guys, we just picked out our baby redtail catfish, but before I actually show you guys them, I gotta show you guys this first because this thing blew my mind. Look at this silver arowana. This thing is absolutely massive. It looks like it's like 2.5 feet, maybe 3 feet. Definitely the biggest arowana I've ever seen in my entire life. Maybe we can eventually get one of these one day. But now, let me throw you guys to when we paid for the catfish, and we're bringing him home. Alright guys, here is the baby redtail catfish that we got. He is freaking tiny. He's definitely less than an inch long. It's kind of hard to see him in the bag. But I'll see you guys when we get home and start acclimating this little guy. We just got back. Here's the tank. It's all cleared up now and it is looking amazing. But now that I actually look at all the fish in here and take also a look at this baby redtail that we just got, this baby redtail is freaking tiny. This is the tiniest redtail I've ever seen in my entire life. And if we also take a look at this tarpon right here, his mouth is about the same size as the baby redtail. So what we're gonna do is make like a little temporary basket home within this fish tank. We'll probably put it like right over here to put this little redtail in, grow him out a little bit, and then once he's big enough, he can be released in with the rest of the river monsters. I've already thought of doing something like this before, I just never done it, and I guess right now is a good time to do it. But I already have this basket right here, and it fits perfectly in this tank, just like this. Fill it up with some water, and it just sits here, just like that. This will be the perfect place to put this baby redtail. But obviously first, we gotta acclimate this guy. So, where'd he go? Oh no, I forgot where I put him. So let's acclimate this guy for about 15 minutes. Been a whopping 15 minutes and 23 seconds. So let's get this tiny redtail into his brand new home. All right, here we go. Let's get him out of the bag. This guy is tiny. Look at that. Look how tiny this baby redtail is. This thing is tiny. Let's get him into his home though. Woo! There he goes. Into his brand new home. Look at him chilling in there. He's freaking tiny. Look at him compared to the tarpon and the gar. This little guy would definitely get eaten like right away if I put him in there. So he's definitely gonna have to take some time, grow inside of this little temporary enclosure, and then we can move him in with the rest of the river monsters. But make sure to leave some name suggestions in the comments for this guy. Maybe something along the lines of being small, because this guy is freaking tiny. But there we go, guys. We accomplished our goal for today's video of getting our baby redtail catfish. This guy is eventually going to grow into an absolute giant, so make sure to stay tuned for all the updates on this little guy. I actually ended up going to 2 aquarium stores. The first one I went to didn't have a baby redtail. I called previously, and they said they had one, but they didn't have one. So then we went to that pet store that we just were at, and they had a ton of these tiny baby redtails. So it worked out. There's our tiny baby redtail. The aquarium store I was just at also had a baby tiger shovelnose catfish and a baby hybrid around the same size as this little guy. So if this video reaches 100 likes, I'll go back to the store, pick up both of them, and we can get some little friends for our little tiny baby redtail catfish. But guys, the video is not quite over yet. While I was at the fish store, I also ended up picking up a bunch of minnows, so we can do a little live feeding with the alligator gar and Mr. Tarpon down here. So let's open this bag up and let's feed the monsters. I'm just gonna take a handful and see if it triggers the tarpon to eat. Let's see. Ooh, ooh. So I usually only feed these guys live food twice a month, but I did feed them some goldfish yesterday, and the reason why I got minnows today is because I had the bright idea of maybe if I put enough minnows in this tank, they would start picking out at the algae and then get eaten. So hopefully that's exactly what happens, because I really don't like all this purple algae. So we need these minnows to eat the algae, and then they can get eaten by the tarpon and the gar. I got a piece of minnow right here. Let's see if the alligator gar is hungry. Ooh, there we go. Finally got him to eat. He's gonna chew down on that minnow. Probably swallow it whole. Let's get a better look. Yep, swallow that thing whole. Ooh, he got one. He got one himself. That's the first time he's ever caught live food. Oh, yep, there we go. I can't wait until I can feed this guy some decent sized bluegill and him do exactly the same thing. Anyways guys, that is gonna wrap up today's video, but before I let you guys go, here is one last look at the baby redtail catfish we got. Don't forget to leave some name suggestions in the comments for this little guy. He's tiny. Maybe we just name him Tiny. I have no idea. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.